Yesterday we left Luke and Paul en route to Rome. Today we hear a little bit about what's happening in Rome before he gets there or while he's on his way. Written by the philosopher Seneca. This is one of his letters, not in the Bible, but one of his letters. Seneca, in Rome, to Helvia, his mother in Cordoba, the 5th year of Nero. Greetings. A cough can cause a rock slide. Any cough from any man's throat, if time and the mountain are ready. There need be, therefore, no guilt in coughing, yea, though a village be buried and 100 human bodies crushed. But he who coughs as he watches the destruction can't help but be crushed by guilt nonetheless. Ah, mother, by a cough I have undone the world. It isn't yet apparent, but I see the signs and I know how vast and sad are the changes to come. The wheel is turning. Historians, note, in the 5th year of Nero, several pebbles broke, but they held the boulder that held the escarpment that held the mountain up. My political power is all but gone. My influence over the princeps is gone altogether. Agrippina is gone. Oh, how spectacularly gone she is. Nero has forced his majority. Nero sits alone on Olympus. He exists in a supernal selfness, heeding no one. No one restrains him, no one advises him, no one frightens him. He is his own man now. He is completely his own. And when he falls on Rome to rape her, it will be as if the mountain had. Mother, stiffen yourself to read the rest of what I write. My news is dreadful, but my purpose is good. Gallio tells me you lie on your deathbed. Worse, he says, you refuse to sleep, that you fear the sleep which might keep you forever. He says you cling with a grinning, apologetic desperation to the life where your children and your grandchildren are. But I say that the times are about to turn mindless and violent, that there is no good thing worth living for, that soon it shall be better not to be. And I say, with a shame that I'll reveal to none but you, that should you look with clear eyes upon me, mother, you wouldn't find the son you raised. I'm compromised. The neuronic atmosphere has spoiled the sweet milk of your virtue in me. Surely you should not cling to life in order to cling to me. I am hollow. But I am also right. It is time to let go an existence increasingly evil. This is my cough. That I sent Acte to Nero with news of a rumor, asking him merely to lay it to rest. The rumor, I mean. Lay the rumor to rest. But before the day was done, he had conceived a plan to drop his mother dead into the sea. Time and the mountain, of course, were ready even before I coughed. Gedalacte has been Nero's mistress for years. Agrippina never felt threat from that quarter, despite the fact that she used Nero's legitimate wife for her own designs and would have suffered divorce as a severe personal loss. Neither Acte nor Nero ever thought to marry. But early this year, a new mistress stole the emperor's heart and brains, and became straightway a threat indeed, for this mistress could, in scheming ambition, out-Agrippina Agrippina. Poppaea Sabina is the most refined, intelligent, luxuriant, handsome woman in Rome. This is not hyperbole. This is fact. She is what we almost never find in Rome: hair naturally blonde, to which our young imperial lion has written perfervid verse, hair of amber, and so forth. She has a tender, expressive note, melancholy eyes, small feet, and milk-white skin. Oh yes, let me tell you about that skin. In order to preserve its purity, Poppaea bathes daily in the white milk of donkeys, in the milk of 400 kept at the farther end of the palace grounds for that one purpose only. Her bathtub is porphyry. Her walls are polished silver to mirror the languid self that rises from milk. Her servants dry her naked body in swan's down, which leaves a fine white dust everywhere on her skin. Her hands, they soften and whiten with the mucus of crocodiles. Her face they protect from the miasmic night air by a cream mixed with powder to form a porcelain mask. Poppaea is married to Ortho, one of Nero's closest friends. In fact, it was Ortho's boasting of his wife's knight favors that first raised the lion's interest. And when the woman herself cast fluttering glances in Nero's direction, he was lost. And so was Agrippina, mother of the princeps, lost. For Poppaea wants the throne. But that requires a marriage to him who sits on it. And that requires a divorce. And that would never happen as long as Nero's mother was living. Not just because Agrippina would never agree to such an expedient, but also because face to face she still held her son in terrible thrall. Under her bright eye-beams, he became a boy again. She could reduce him to a maundering inarticulation. He despised her for it. He had banished her to her villa because of it. He even sent bravos there in boasts to roar obscenities at the woman. But he would never be Poppaea's tool while his mother could stare him back to babyhood. Therefore, Poppaea herself began to strategize. In order to arrive at divorce, she whispered of murder. She called the princeps less than his mother. She raised his hatreds to burning embarrassments. I've recognized the signs, for he would stumble from Poppaea's apartments in a visible anguish, holding his stomach, but next he would grow red with anger and bark rageful orders, hurting servants and people around him. I should have known what buzzed between Poppaea and Nero. I should have made it my business to know. Then I would have not coughed into their tensions. But I did. I sent Acte to reveal to him the lascivious rumor creeping through Rome, citizens, senators, the army, and all, that Agrippina was trying to keep power by using her beauty in a manner more depraved than ever, that she was inviting Nero himself to share her bed and body. This, mother, is the state of things on the mountain, soon to be the state of things throughout the orbis terrarum. Some people, a minority, even believed the incestuous suggestion came not from Agrippina, but from her son. I told Acte to indicate that if the rumor wasn't laid to rest, the soldiers themselves might mutiny. I coughed. As soon as he heard of us, this rumor drove our sullen emperor to the extremest of action. Suddenly, he sought a means to kill his mother. How should he do it? What could he use? Poison upon the woman of poisons would fail, and what would then become of him? A direct attack could not be concealed. It would scream forth its names, assassination and matricide. By the greatest good fortune, then, a man named Anicetus, the commander of the fleet at Misenum, came forward with the plot that Nero applauded. "I'll rig a ship," Acetus said, "so the roof of the cabin collapses just as a hole breaks open in the hull. The roof will stun your mother, the hole will sink the ship, the sea will swallow and drown her. Invite Agrippina to leave her villa and visit you, my lord, at Cape Misenum. Then I'll be the boat that takes her home again." And who would know? Indeed, who would know? Nero initiated the plot. He wrote his mother a letter of abject humility and long apology.